Hello. During Rome's reign, Mike Perry would have been a gladiator, for in the arena and out, the man truly brings that remorseless, savage air in the way he carries himself. Like a beast, he moves off of instinct. He gets into your face, putting his chin in front of you, inevitably eating blows every fight, swinging, hoping to land one shot, probably ending the game the moment he does. He's very entertaining, perhaps one of the most riveting fighters to watch in today's era. You can always expect action from him, and you don't need a belt or a degree to understand what he's doing. It's intuitive. He's brawling. It's not to say Mike lacks technical skill. I've seen a significant increase in his methodology and fight IQ, but more so to say his style is heavily dependent on his gifted physical abilities, predominantly his durability and explosive power. Let's look at Mike's last match, where as expected, he basically steamrolled the lighter Alex Reyes. No disrespect to Alex, but really, I didn't see any chance of him pulling this one off. I believed he would land a few times, but I also knew Mike's chin would probably take no effect from a much lighter opponent. Here, literally no effect from a one-back shot. At first glance, it's just obvious. Mike is much thicker, stockier. He's a denser human being on top of his very visible athletic advantage. For the most part, Reyes is respecting Mike's power, giving up forward pressure to create distance, and from what I can tell, Mike has already significantly evolved from his previous matches. This 26-year-old monster is showing a higher capacity for head movement and ring generalship, definitely demonstrating a more methodical, patient facet of his game as he pressures Reyes. Watch as he slowly hunts Reyes up against the cage, making it very difficult for him to move back to the center of the arena by cutting him off against it. Here, throwing a jab when Reyes hits the edge of the corner, barely missing, but it was well timed. Reyes quickly rushing back the other way when he realizes he's out of space. Here, a surprisingly well timed knee. Look at how Reyes shelled up into a high guard and attempts to slip to the outside, then counter with an overhand. He thought Mike was coming at him with his hands, and I believe Mike caught onto this and came up the other way with a knee. This is Mike showing us the evolution of his fight IQ. I have not seen something like this in his previous matches. To break away from the collar tie, Reyes is now up against the cage, and just watch the power off this swing. It hits shoulder and Reyes basically flies to the ground. If that landed on the dome, the match would have ended then and there. Mike looks like a lion hunting down a hyena. With momentum in play, Reyes is attempting to regain footing as Mike sets up his shot. Reyes ducks the huge hook, pins Mike up against the cage, taking advantage of the moment he's off balance from that huge weight transfer of a shot, tying up with Mike. I believe Reyes should have had the technical advantage in this situation, but it doesn't appear to matter at all. Mike is just way too strong for his opponent. Collar tie, smooth transition into elbow, and just notice here the way his hands are clasped, not on the neck, but behind the head. Mike is able to use the surface area through his forearm, using the neck as a point of pivot, while stepping out against the cage. It works like a chain reaction, providing distance whilst cranking the head down into a position more accessible by the knee. The result? Devastation. I almost felt bad for Reyes being put up against this matchup. It felt like I was watching a nature documentary at times. Mike is not a role model. He's not the Stephen Thompson or the GSP you can look up to, the cool and respectful Damian Maia, but nonetheless, his stock will continue to rise, for he provides something truly special. He is the unfiltered, unchecked truth of a harsh upbringing manifesting itself in ruthless fashion. It's raw and at times even disgusting, reminding us why we should be strong ourselves. For the arena, it is a microcosm for the bigger picture, and to that end, in this world that gave him a home, I hope Mike does nothing but continue to be himself. Nothing but respect for Reyes for showing up. I couldn't imagine many jumping to a bigger weight class versus such a dangerous man on short notice. But you can't have anything without risk, and in end, Reyes helped make an amazing event. Thank you for giving me the privilege to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. It's Karma, and until next time, peace.